Nothing is wrong with you, ever. But you have to understand this, and you have to master this, you know, because it also wants to be here. So you have everything going for you. That you exist is already the evidence of God's grace. Are you one step up from where I last talked with you, or you step back? I can ask you this.
Yes.
Yeah?
I had like a big back.
What caused that? Come closer.
Like it was a combination of things that, of course, the thing that always gets me, got me again. It found a way in. This feeling of not doing it right, you know, like failing, doing something wrong.
Before that can happen, something else is there that you didn't catch.
Yeah, and I think I saw that there was still this. There was something that thought, okay, I've been over this hump, you know, like now I cannot go back to the way of the mind. It felt so strong and it felt so true for such a long time that there was something still, this I that was there.
But it's always going to come for a while. I mean, everyone here experienced I in the form of person that it comes.
Yeah.
So I'm not spending time in that country where that I live so much. But behind this, is there not a space behind this?
Yeah.
You can speak of yourself and your life and your situations and come. You should come over here as well. Come over, and you can speak of these things. Let me tell you something. You know, I'm coming here. Wherever I go, I never regard anything as mistake. Like I'm meant to stop here today, and I'm meant to see you, and you, everybody who have this. What will come out of it, I don't know. But that's how the energy of life, of God, move for me. So I'd never regard something as, no, that's not. What if it's there? It's there, and my heart is recognize that, and seeks to serve it, whatever it is. No. What you share is that you have the only thing that can fail in you is your identity and person. It's the only thing. And with the help of the mind and your identity. So you know that. Hi Santa, you know that. So apart from our mind and your personal identity, okay, is that all that exists? Is that all that exists? I can ask anybody here that. It's the same. It's not just personal to you. We can talk about ourselves as our personal identity and your life and its world, and your mind and all of this, you know, because that's where you're speaking from, this place. Like, I had this really high moment, had a good moment, I spoke with you, it was like something clear, and then I said, how you been since I spoke with you? It went, something happened like this, okay? Now, if you understood and saw the place I'm speaking to in you, this don't mean nothing. This don't mean nothing. Neither does this mean something. It doesn't mean anything, because these are movements that are not permanent. That is to do with the mind and your identity. It's like this in the life. Sometimes it is, sometimes up and down, sometimes top minute, you forget. So
it's just really this feeling that when you recognized something that's so clear for a while.
Yes. What did you recognize that was clear? Tell me. What did you recognize that was clear? What was it? What happened?
Yeah, everything just was not coming in, you know, like.
Yeah. Actually, it was not touching something.
Yeah.
There's something in you that is not touched. It doesn't belong to the world.
Yeah.
It's not touched by your moods and the world and people shouting, say, you stupid. It's like you can hear that, you can feel also some reaction, but it's not that. It's independent of that. That space is the only thing about you that's permanent.
Yeah.
This body will go, your senses will get not so good, mind will go, all these things will go, except this.
This was so clear.
So that was clear. Yeah.
Yes. But then when it didn't feel so clear anymore, then of course it
When
felt
it
like
didn't feel so clear, that feeling of not being clear was also perceived in
Yeah.
this.
But I couldn't detach so much anymore. And this
The one who couldn't do it was the one that came from the mind.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it has to be. And you know, I'm not disappointed, you know, because I know that we have to go through this. You have to taste failure. You have to taste what it's like to be back in your mind when you've been in your heart.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good, does it?
No, it feels
But you
terrible.
know that's not your real place. And so all these things, God gives you this ride, you know, you're going to experience until your choice and your ability stabilize more and more gradually. So don't be disappointed about that. What you're speaking from is when you go back into your mind, into your identity. And then the identity comes back and something feels, oh no, okay?
Yeah.
But there's something that's underneath all of that that's still not touched. It's not, it's not affected by disappointment that you're back in your mind. It's not, it's a clear space of being. And you have to practice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, meaning that, you know, when you get challenged and your tree is shaking, your leaves fall off, you have to stay with this.
I think this was my most frustration, like biggest frustration, that because it's so beautiful, you know, that like being pulled in again.
You know, let me tell you something. You see that thing that happened, that whatever threw you into the
Yeah.
that idling, that actually was very short. But what happened is you're living afterwards in disappointment.
Yeah.
So you're supporting that. The
Yeah.
actual thing, that anything just happened for a little bit, but then something, oh no, what's happened? And you're living in that remorse. That's something you have to watch. That also is not this. Your person, good or bad, is still not this. The best person in the world is still not this. It's only experiencing. You know? It's very important. You know? And so my role in your life is just keep reminding you. And don't let, because there's always a force in the human world that is distracting you from here. Okay? Or it feels like it's distracting you from here because we have lived a long time in this identity. And with all of its bad habits and all of that. And when now you're called by a voice, you're called by God's voice, no? Then this thing comes. But you must not regard that as a failure. It's a chance for you to strengthen your discernment. It's not a failure.
Yeah.
You know, because nothing can oppose God, actually. But in your mind, you think, oh no, this thing is, no. You have to develop spiritual muscles to experience these things and to not lose your ground.
Yeah.
Just to say, no, but I can see all this. Everything you experience is gone. Can you go back to yesterday and relive yesterday? Can you take it and show it what it's like?
No.
So everything, even this morning, you got up, you have left it behind. This morning is gone. Last night is gone. And every other moment before that, going right back to the birth of this body, all of them is gone. The only thing that's here is your being.
Yeah.
And that is your space. You know? And so, you been doing the exercise I give you?
Yeah.
You're still doing?
Yeah, I do it like I had a time where it was really like going through these strong emotions. Then
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm gonna
Because
get
you
up
fell
and
into
every
this
morning
even
again.
listen, strong emotions are just strong emotions.
Yes,
They,
I know.
you will experience and it's your mind and your person that's experiencing them, not your being.
Yeah.
So if you have strong emotions, just see that you don't get too much into the reaction with it. It's just because you don't know what the next emotion is going to be. Nobody, not me. Nobody knows what the next emotion is going to be, what your next problem is going to be, what's your next thought going to be. And you don't need to know if you're here. It's okay, they can come and they go. But when they come, they sort of evoke in you identity again. And so what you're suffering from identity. And you don't need to. It will go. It will go. And also I want you to know that I'm with you, you know.
I know.
It's God's grace that bring me here. Because listen, I don't really need to stop here for coffee. Just to remind you, nothing is wrong. Okay? Nothing is wrong. It's just the mind's going, my life is full of this rubbish. It's not true. This is your eternal. This is momentary. Everything is momentary.
I know.
Yeah.
Also,
So
I know that's why I also yes, these waves, you know, from the start I'm sort of roller coasting through this.
Every human being, okay, who woke up to the reality went through what you're going through. Every one of them. Don't think that somebody was special than you. They all experienced these waves of turbulence and so on, but they came to understand, wait a second, they are strong because my identity with them is strong. I'm living in the identity and the character of a person. That's okay. So the exercise that I give you now, that you say, please stay with it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's very simple, it's very direct, it's not conceptual, it's very, you know, but you must practice it. It will help to take you out of your head.
Yeah.
You only suffer when you go in your head.
I know, I don't want to.
And all suffering in the world, okay, is created by ego, by personal identity. Apart from that, there's no suffering in the world. And you have to come out.
Yeah.
I am insisting on you that you have to come out, and soon.
Yes.
Like now. It just learn to drop things, you know. It doesn't matter how you feel. Okay? It doesn't matter how you feel. Your mind is thinking, oh, you know, things has been so difficult. You're creating that. You're saying that that's important. It's not. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What is important is that you realize whatever comes is come and goes, and something is here that doesn't come and go. It's just always here. Before your first experience, it is here, and it never changes. It will never go. Your body will go, your mind will go. It will never go, and you need to be aware of this. Because all of this, you're not having a worse time than anybody else in the world. Look, we are living in a country, you're not poor, you're not begging on the street. Actually, these people are also very, very blessed us. But as soon as you just don't fall for this guy, don't fall for this thing. You just say, okay, you know, everyone, there's no one, the king of a country, a great emperor, the queen of England, it doesn't matter who it is. They have these things you experience.
Yeah.
But they just learn how to look at it from the right perspective, you know. Nothing is wrong with you, ever. But you have to understand this, and you have to master this, you know, because it also wants to be here.
Yes.
But to get here is going to fight. Understand? So you have everything going for you. That you exist is already the evidence of God's grace. We are just suffering from wrong ideas. That's all. It's wrong, stupid ideas. Or not even so. You know, you should be like that any stupid idea can come. Just that you don't go off with it. Because if you have doubt in yourself, the devil knows what thoughts to send to you. Just tell you, you're not going to make it. You're useless. You know, you don't have what it takes. Why? Because you're a believer. You're a believer in the bullshit of your mind. Your mind is a church to you now. You go to that church every day to suffer. It's just not true. It can come, and the more we are identified, the more it just stays. You have to learn to come out. So you stay with the exercise I give you.
Yeah. I'm doing this
Yeah.
early morning.
And listen, you're not on your own.
Yeah.
You know, everything that's good in the universe is supporting your transcending of this. Because you can keep on going with this life after life. We'll all leave this one time. You'll leave this. But your soul you never dies. It just takes on another body and carry on more experiencing.
Yeah.
But what I'm sharing is to come off this wheel of samsara, of suffering. And it's not difficult, but it's going to take a push to, you have a child, you've had childbirth. What I'm sharing is a bit like you have to
keep pushing.
Reborn. It's not pushing, keep staying.
Yeah.
And don't get pulled into all that stuff, and bring your attention back into awareness. Learn to stay into awareness. It's miraculous, it's miraculous. Because I'm not giving you a lot of teachings now. Just saying, just do this.
Yeah.
And it might seem simple, but it's only simple for those that life is prepared for this time for you to do that. Many people they go, what is he talking about? I can't. But for you, you ought to be able to hear this and just follow this. Stay with it. Cleans everything and reshapes and orient your world, your mind into your heart. It's not difficult. When I use the metaphor of the sky, it's so clean, The sky, when I say sky, what are we talking about? When I say the sky, what are we talking about? The space that you look up into is the same space you are here. The sky is not space that's up there. It's everywhere. And actually, all these effects are there. The clouds, the sun, the moon, everything is there. But nothing sticks. And it's like your being is like that. It's just total intelligence, pure being. You're watching everything that's come, but you have to learn to not identify with it and take it too personally. Everybody who comes in this world, we get an ID card, I am this body, I am so and so, and because we have to learn to experience that, and then to experience that without losing this. But once we experience this, it's that you lose contact with this, and then you're in trouble. We're all in trouble. All planet is in trouble. But I can say one thing: nothing is above God. Somehow in all of it, there's a great wisdom in all of it. All the suffering, all the pain, there's a great wisdom, and it's always good, and all of it somehow. All these things will drop away. You're going to see that you've always been living in grace. But I want you to see it while it's going on. Don't mind so much. Thank you, Babaji. We have a program in England. I don't know if it's like that still. It should be. It's a thing that says equal opportunities. It's a kind of like a gesture from the government, an outlook, philosophy. Everybody should have equal opportunities. So it's a good term. And I realize everyone has equal opportunities to wake up. Everybody. It just depends on where your head is at, how much identity we have. And I really mean that. That you don't have to be rich to wake up. You don't have to be in Europe to wake up. You don't have to be poor to wake up. You don't have to be a man to wake up. You don't have to be. There's no thing that stops you from waking up, apart from at some point. Well, there is something, because we are all on a different evolutionary, maturity. Some people, we don't all start off at the same point. Some people, they're young souls and they still have to learn a lot. And so in their world, it feels completely right. But I feel everybody who comes to satsang is because the universal consciousness is ready to transition from person into presence. I have to have this attitude. I can't there are many people, I can't go and talk like this to them because they're not ready. And I'm not forceful. I can only share with you because your beingness permits me to say, yes, I want to talk with you and like this, and make use of this. Our conversations are always darshans, They're always for the highest. It's been very nice to see you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so good. So